Hey, good morning. Hobby Evolution finally, right? Episode 609. So this is why I don't like using StreamYard because I'm not well versed with it and I'm unprepared. I came down here this morning with plenty of time and I'm thinking, "Hey, this is going to be great." And then all of a sudden I realized, "Oh crap, I'm doing a bargain box dig." I wasn't prepared. Oh, I will go on StreamYard and I'll do my get my phone set up, and then I was having feedback issues, and then for some reason I could not get my phone to mute. The volume would go down to like 2 or 3. But I could still get feedback, and every time I clicked and I moved, I could hear the audio through my phone. It was driving me absolutely crazy. So I'm like, screw it. I will take this camera here and we will move it over onto the table. And my table was a disaster. So I completely unprepared. So I do apologize. Although at least the chat was up early. At least, so when I go on YouTube, you wouldn't have that. So I do enjoy the fact that on StreamYard, it pops up that chat early, where it does not do so with when it's just on YouTube. So I do like that. I like using StreamYard. I'm just typically not prepared. So I guess it's a work in progress. That's why I've talked about, like, I have no interest in engineering hobby hotline. I like just showing up and not having to worry about technology. And I feel that when I'm on StreamYard and trying to get things set up, I feel it from like what I want to talk about. And I'm just like, my head's just, not that my head's all anyway, but we've got Ed with us. Good morning, Turkey Cards. Victor, I am glad you are here. Why? Because I got something for you last night. So Victor wins a prize and he didn't even expect it. So I'm going to show off what is coming to Victor. So Victor, welcome to the show. John says, good morning. Oh, John beat us all to it. That 70s Card Show. Good morning, Hobby World. But it doesn't sound the same with a Philly accent. There's Herman. He says, need to imagine it in Robin Williams' voice. That's where I got the idea. Oh, was that from Good Morning Vietnam? Great movie. Who was the DJ that Robin Williams was playing? Adrian Cronauer? Is that who that was? Tracy, what's up? Good morning to you. Good morning from 1 Million Cups Project. And there you go. I was not quite prepared. 5 points off. By the way, Zach tweeted in response. I tweeted out last night. I was stuck in bumper to bumper traffic on the Beltline because it was rush hour in Madison. Beware. But really, rush hour in Madison kind of sucks. And I was at a complete stop on the Beltline, and Tom Petty, Free Fallin' pops on the radio. I'm like, yes, at least as I'm sitting in bumper to bumper traffic trying to get out of town, at least Petty's on. So I tweeted that out. It was 4:18, and I saw Zach's tweet, and something to the effect of, since you were tardy this morning, I'm glad that the timestamp says 4:18, since I was late yesterday getting on. And I didn't realize it. I didn't know what it meant. And then I thought, oh yeah, 7:00, I was late. 4:00, I stayed the extra minutes. So I got it. And I laughed. I was sitting in my seat at the game last night and had to laugh. John says, Robin Williams character name in Dead Poet Society. Look it up, Herman. Zeppelin playing a private set until I get out of my night dress. Little Bo Blue. We've got Johnny Boy Cards in the chat. What is up? Scotty Dubs, good morning. Cooter says he needed the money, John. Let's see, where are we at? Volume doesn't mute your mic. But no, my mic was muted. My phone mic was muted. But the audio, I was hearing feedback audio from my phone. So that's what was going on. Let's see. Zach and Porter said, good morning, fellow Bows, Boys and Girls Club members. Steve is with us. What is up, Steve? Does anyone in the group have a good storage box option for graded PSA Perez steel slabs? That's a good question. Anybody in the chat? No, I have no idea on that one. Jenny says, good morning. StreamYard Day, no link on Twitter. Yes. I forgot to even send a link out on Twitter. But I think because I sent this stream to Twitter, I think it did it on its own, I hope. Let's see. Bo, when you do StreamYard, we can hear you clicking around and stuff before you actually go live. Really? I did not know that. Just a heads up in case you'd like to rip one last gas before going live. Don't know your routine. That's a good point. I had no idea you can hear me before I go live. That's good. That's good to know. That's good to know. Victor, yes, I got something for you last night. Matt says, I like the Bowman U blaster background. Yes, I love the Bowman U. Love the Bowman U. My buddy Mark said down in Macomb, Illinois, said that the shelves at Walmart are packed with Bowman U. Like, I'm good. If Bowman U right now is, I'm not going to make any more special trips. I have plenty, as you can see. But if I need to run to Target or Walmart, I'm absolutely going to check the card section. And if there's Bowman U on the shelf, I'll probably pick some up. We all assume that you hold a 7 to 4 schedule daily and free of phone calls for inquiries during those store hours. Right. Yeah, right. Herman says, Bo, when you use your phone for StreamYard, you'll have to plug a set of earbuds in to mute the feedback. Interesting. Thank you for that tip. None of got into cards to become AV experts, right? Exactly. Same with radio. And when you work in small market radio, you have to really at least get a primer on the audio side of things. Let's see. John says, Mike Moynihan has tons of Perez steel graded. Reach out to him. There you go. Let's see. Jenny says, where are we at? Jenny says it does an automatic playing video on Twitter, but I don't like watching that way because you can't chat. I agree when I see those pop up on Twitter, but it is good because it does seem to increase viewership when it goes to Twitter. Zach and Porter echo the statement said by John. Reach out to baseball collector Mike Moynihan about those Perez steel. John says don't encourage him. There's Mark from New Jersey. Good morning. Let's see. Matt says local Walmarts have been haven't been stocked in close to 2 weeks. Yeah, they have. I don't know. Matt, are you in Madison? I can't remember where you're at, but Madison has been stocked, but they've the vendor has been coming on Thursdays. So I think Thursday afternoon, like late afternoon. I caught the vendor at the Monona Walmart on it would have been 2 weeks ago, and it was Thursday. So Monona, so Monona Walmart was stocked on Thursday afternoon, and I'm talking like 4 o'clock Thursday afternoon. But it does, and it was stocked last week because there was I went on, I think Thursday or maybe Friday last week, and there was new stuff, and there was a big empty area where Prism football was, and I'm pretty sure people were waiting. And I'm not sure about the Watts Road Walmart. That's actually the closest to my house, but they keep all the sports cards behind the service desk now, and the very small card section there anyway. only has Pokemon, Magic, and that. And then I go to East Side. I think last week I picked up, I picked up more Bowman U. That was from last Thursday or Friday. Let's see. Dan's with us. What is up, Dan? There's Zach and Porter dropping the link. That's for Mike's channel, Baseball Collector. He can help you with the Perez Steel. Dan is with us. What is up, Dan? Good evening to you over in Korea. Baseball Collector, Baseball Card Collector is someone else. Came from Twitter, was talking to myself. There you go. Awesome. Welcome into the chat. Let's see. Not Mr. Moon says, what card are you asking to be thrown into your casket? I don't know if I've ever touched on this. I'm sure I have at some point. I don't have a coffin card. I think it's morbid to think about what you're putting in your cat. I'm like, I hate death. So I hate that conversation, but I don't have anything. Like, I don't really like, cards are meant to be enjoyed. That's why I cringe at people that have like their cards in safety deposit boxes, and it's like, why? It's a card. It should be enjoyed. But I get, I don't have a card that is safety, and here's probably why I think that way. I don't have a card that's safety deposit box worthy. If I did, maybe I would have a different opinion on that. But I like to have my cards on display, easy access. I like to look at them. I like to hold them. And I want to leave them behind. I don't want to bury a card. So I don't really have a coffin card, but I do get it. I do get some people, if maybe it's a beat up 84 Topps Dale Murphy, that one's Furman. First card I ever got. I get it. But like an Ernie Banks rookie card, there's no way I want to bury that card. So I'm not a coffin card guy. Let's see, where are we at? Side note, my sale did great, moved probably 300 cards. Jenny did a big sale in her eBay store this week. Let's see, Matt, I was there when the Prism was there, but no one has seen the new company yet that stocks since that day. Oh, interesting. And I didn't realize I'd heard the rumors. I wonder, is it a different vendor altogether? Because it's so I'm sure, I assume the lady that is the Walmart stocker is employed by MJ Holdings, and then there's I think it's like it's still within like the Walmart umbrella. It's just being passed around because Anderson Enterprises is the overall like in charge of Walmart. And then MJ Holdings is kind of like, I don't know, are they like a subcontractor to Anderson? I don't know how that works. Interesting. That's interesting though, because it did seem like, and maybe I just wasn't, when I went to East Side, maybe the 2 weeks ago when I went, I just missed the Bowman U because it looked like there was Bowman U at East Side that was newly stocked a week ago. But I very well could have missed it because there's a lot of product on the shelf, a lot of stuff that people don't want. Housekeeping note, isn't Running Down a Dream a better cruising song than Free Fallin'? Oh man, that's a good point. I love Free Fallin', but I think I'm jaded because it was used in Jerry Maguire. And Tom Cruise is, singing Free Fallin' in his car cruising down the road. And I think maybe that's why, the cruising song, but Running Down a Dream, John, I think you're right. I think you're spot on there. That is a great cruising song. What are some other great cruising songs? I love, oh man, what was it? In the Air Tonight, Phil Collins. You got the drum solo, and every time that comes on, I'm banging my steering wheel. What are some other good cruising songs? I'm at a blank here. I used to, when I was in summer school, our summer school was in Kewanee, which was about 12 miles from my hometown. And there was a highway, just a state highway that went straight from Kewanee to my hometown, Anawan. And after summer, I just had to take algebra, stupid algebra. I did algebra in summer school, and there was another kid, and Kiwani was like, that was like each school in the area didn't have their own summer school because, you know, most of the schools were small. So we had to go to a bigger school. And so this other guy named Scott was from, I actually worked with his sister at the grocery store, at the IGA. So I had a little 1989 Pontiac Sunbird, little 4-cylinder, little 4-banger. And he had, I think, a Cavalier, a Chevy Cavalier. And we would basically road race from summer school to Anawan, 12 miles. And there was a big, like, straight shot where we could get cruising, you know, in our little 4-bangers. And I would always jam to Prodigy. Firestarter was like the one. So every time Firestarter, I hear Firestarter by Prodigy, it takes me back to summer school and drag racing in my little 4-cylinder Sunbird. Let's see. Herman says, thanks for the chat yesterday, John and Dan. I needed the vent. Let's see. Not Mr. Moon. My kids are getting mine. I wouldn't put any card in my coffin. My niece can cash in on all of them. Dan says, I will not have a coffin. So not sure what you would call it. I don't even know. I hate talking about, you know, all that stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to talk. And she's like, we have to talk about it. I'm like, I know. I hate death. Let's see. Where are we at? I'm missing a whole bunch. Okay, here we go. Victor, the rookie card specialist, 2 cards sold last night. Yes, the mini slump is broken. Love it. Victor says his kid is getting all his Cubs cards. Bo and I just broke up over coffin cards and safety deposit. Yes, I'm anti-coffin cards, anti-safety deposit boxes. Jenny says, if anything, put that 1 million Cubs custom as your answer. I guess, gun to my head, if you made me put a coffin card, I'll put my custom card in. Speaking of custom cards, I'm going to get into some custom card talk as I recount my night in Beloit. Said no one ever, if you've ever been to Beloit, Wisconsin. Went to the South Bend Cubs game last night. Let's see. Herman says, I was just the same thing about my Murph card. Let's see. Matt says, yeah, she said that Thursday was her last day. Premier. That's right. Interesting. Premier is the new company stocking Walmart stores. Wow. That is interesting. Maybe we should call it the last card standing. In other words, the last card you would get rid of. I like the way that's put. The last card standing. Man, that's still tough. I'm a quantity guy. My Cubs count is, I haven't counted, but around 825,000 Cubs cards. So it's hard for me. There's so many. I'd have to have like I'd say top 10 list, but then it's like, okay, I forgot this, and this, and I'd have to do a top 100. Hopefully I'm not pixelated. Dan has me pixelated. Jenny says, how about Cruise by Florida Georgia Line? Little too slow for me. There's David dropping in the air tonight. Heck yes. Good morning. Mark Hoyle is with us. What is up? Mark says, the other Mark, I have my favorite card as a kid, 1974 beat up Felix is at Milan in a frame on my desk at work. Definitely a conversation. That's cool. I like that. That is cool. Let's see. Zach and Porter dropping in songs. Black Crowes, Remedy, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers Aeroplane. I like early Chili Peppers, which I heard on the radio yesterday on my drive to Beloit, that the Chili Peppers are doing a stadium tour. They're coming to Soldier Field. I can't remember if that's this year or next year, but I was an early, I love 1991, greatest year in music, in my opinion, 1991. And that's because of the genre that I enjoy. Blood Sugar Sex Magic by the Chili Peppers, Nevermind by Nirvana, the Black Album, Metallica, 10, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden. One of the Soundgarden albums came out in 91. I can't remember which one. Was it Bad Motorfinger? I can't remember. One of the Soundgarden albums. What am I missing? Did STP or Alice in Chains have a 91 album? I'm sure one of them did. 91. And I've gone through, and then I'll look at what albums came out in 1991, and then it's like I'm forgetting Beck. One of Beck's albums came out. I'm not saying Beck is. It's got quality and quantity. 1991 albums. Let's see. Because I know there's some U2, Achtung Baby, Out of Time by REM. It was Soundgarden's Bad Motorfinger. Let's see. Guns N' Roses, Use Your Illusion, came out in 1991. Let's see. Okay, so those are some of the ones, and then I'm gonna see here. There was something that caught my eye, and I just want to see if what is on this album, just to see, because it's a song, and I'll share it in a second if it's on here. If not, I will. Okay, it's not. I was thinking the Pixies had a song that came out in 91, but it doesn't have Where Is My Mind, which is an awesome song. Let's see. Where are we at? Jenny says, watch the relay of Herman and Kin on 3B Collections channel. And if you ever want to have Bubble Mailer shipping education, go watch that show. Absolutely. Check out 3B Collection. Monday nights, 7 p.m. Fall Creek Collections. What's up? Tom Petty, Running Down a Dream. Great cruising song. Totally agree. I mean, you can't go wrong with like almost all Tom Petty. Absolutely love the Petty catalog. One of my best friends had a teal Cavalier when we were younger. Cavaliers were big where I was at. Cavaliers. I think Corsicas was another car that was big in the late 90s amongst the high school kids. Copperhead Road. There you go. Steve Earle's Copperhead Road. Love that song. Johnny Boy Cards. Wow, Sunbird. I wanted that car, but got a Grand Am. Grand Ams were way cooler than a Sunbird. You did well. Grand Ams was another among my classmates. Probably Cavalier. Beretta. The Chevy Beretta was big in the late 90s. John says, my cruise song this week is Powderfinger by Neil Young. Apologies if this has been covered, but are you making a video for your store? I have not. John says, unlike the payoff for Bowman U, death is coming. That's true. One bourbon, one scotch, one beer is my favorite cruising song as I heard it on my first drive to Candlestick in a rented convertible. Speaking of, there's some songs that just when I was out in California, my first ever trip to California back in 2008, I think, my buddy's wedding, and Jason Derulo and this and Katy Perry's was it California Girls by Katy Perry? Those songs were super popular. They were on every radio station. So those songs always remind me of just that freedom and being in California for the first time ever. Like California was like bucket list. I need to get to California, and just cruising down the interstate from San Jose to San Francisco, and some of those songs pop on. Mark says Mountain Jam by the Almonds is my go-to cruise tune. Let's see. John says no one will value the Yaz rookie my dad gave us as much as I do. It'll go in the oven with me. Dan adds It Takes Two, Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. I'm not familiar with that one. I'm sure I am. Oh yeah, I am. Bo is going to put a framed card on his desk for a conversation piece. Oh, wait. Here's John dropping the hot takes this morning. Chili Peppers suck live. I have the data. I can't argue with that because I've never seen. I'm not a concert guy, so I've never seen the Chili Peppers live. I bet I've been to a dozen or less concerts in my lifetime. Pearl Jam 3 times, um, Diamond Rio at Kemper Arena, FFA National Convention, 1996. Let's see, Kid Rock. The only reason I went to a Kid Rock show, he does put on a great show, was because opened up for Kid Rock. I saw Fuel and Three Doors Down. Three Doors Down was absolutely awful. Fuel was good. Oleander opened up, and Oleander was great. I saw Lady Gaga at Wrigley. That was a fun show. That's about all the shows I've been to. I listened to Dave Matthews in concert from Wrigley Field across the street in the Goose Island patio back in the day. Zach and Porter said Chili and Nirvana are not the same genre. I clump them all together. I know that Nirvana's grunge, Chili's not. But they kind of like, all those albums that came out in 1991, I kind of clump them together. Dollar Box is with us. What's up, Dollar Box? I'm going through a Dollar Box that I bought outright. So a bulk bargain box buy. Orinoco Flow. I don't think so. Dollar Box is excited about the 90s music. Yes. I could go on and on about 90s music. I love 90s music like John Keating loves 70s baseball cards. Mark says, I like Alice in Chains and Soundgarden better than Pearl Jam and Nirvana. The only Beck I listen to is Jeff. I love Alice in Chains. Pearl Jam's my all-time number one. I would go number one Pearl Jam. Of those four, I'm just ranking these four bands that Mark Hoyle mentioned. Number one for me, Pearl Jam. Number two, Alice in Chains. And then I'm going to tie. I'm going to tie for three on Soundgarden and Nirvana. And maybe if I had to pick one over the other, I'm going to go Nirvana 3, Soundgarden 4. But they're pretty close to me. But Pearl Jam by far number one, far and away. Zach says, Mark is 2 for 2 looking for the cycle today. What's up, Dan? Morning all. New work schedule, so I have to watch the replays. Have an awesome day. Speaking of music, the Elvis movie is awesome. I didn't realize there was an Elvis movie out. John says, Into the Great Wide Open was 91. Oh my God, another one. Another awesome album. Black Hole Sun, Soundgarden. That's a great song. One of my favorite Soundgarden songs. Another Soundgarden. Spoon Man. Another great song. Pour Some Sugar on Me, says Ed. Def Leppard joining the conversation. We've got Herman saying, In the Air Tonight always gives me chills. It was our pregame warm-up song when I played football in high school. I only played football 1 year. I was like 5'8", 120 pounds. I had the arms of a Barbie doll, so football just wasn't my thing. But I was on the team my freshman year, and we the pre-practice, pre-game, it was basically push, play, walk away, the X Games soundtrack. And it had I'm Guilty by Gravity Kills. That was a good pump-up song. What else was on there? Jerry Was a Race Car Driver. Not so much. I just remember I'm Guilty by Gravity Kills was one of the big ones that we tuned in before practices and games. John says, I used to do a dozen concerts in 2 weeks. I secretly blast Sheryl Crow and Taylor Swift when they come on. Hey, every once in a while, you'll catch me singing a Taylor Swift song on the radio. Michael Rathburn, what is up? Good morning. He's back from vacation. Time for some Dunkin'. I love it. George says Fuel was awesome. Also, good morning. Oh, man, I love Fuel. That's another Fuel. I can't remember the name of the album, but it was a push, play, walk away. And they were great. They were great in concert. I saw them at the Bone Student Center at Illinois State University. Peter Gabriel was my first concert. My sister took me as a present. Very nice. Speaking of 80s music, I like the Miami Vice soundtrack. In what's the I'm like drawing blanks this morning. I can't remember. There's one song, Great Cruising. Someone probably typing it in the chat right now, and here I am typing away. Miami Vice soundtrack, because there's some really good songs on, and I'm talking the 80s, not like the current movie, the TV show. Of course, you got the theme song. Let's see. Is there just a listing? I'll just skip ahead in the chat because I'm sure somebody. Yep, I don't think so. Let's see. Glenn Fry. Oh, You Belong to the City. Love that song. You Belong to the City by Glenn Fry. Of course, Smuggler's Blues. That was a good one. In the Air Tonight was on Miami Vice. I think Phil Collins was, I'm sure he guest starred on Miami Vice back in the day. So yeah, the song I was thinking of was Glenn Fry's You Belong to the City. Let's see. Let's go back to the chat. By the way, I am going to get to the bulk buy. Let's see. Bo probably shouldn't bring his concert resume up in public. Diamond Rio, Lady Gaga, Pearl Jam, and Kid Rock. Let's see. Here's a question 70s will know the answer. If you attended Bratfest and saw Queensryche, is that considered a concert? I don't think it is. Oh, I left out my Bratfest concert. Oh, wait, I saw the Pumpkins. I saw the Smashing Pumpkins a couple years ago. Which, by the way, Smashing Pumpkins in 2019 sounded just as good as 1990s Smashing Pumpkins. Now, Billy Corgan doesn't look like 1990s Billy Corgan anymore, but the sound is great, and that's what we were there for. So I did see the Smashing Pumpkins in concert in 2019. It was a great show. But Bratfest, I saw Everclear at Bratfest a few years ago, but I did not see Queensryche at Bratfest. Let's see. Cooter says, Mr. Cooter and my first date was Frank Sinatra using tickets given to us by Frank himself from his limo at a stoplight. He liked my car. Wow. That is freaking cool. That is freaking cool. John adds in only 40% of Queensryche. Let's see. Peter Gabriel was between 91 and 93. John has one Pearl Jam story. Next time I'm on a show, ask away. Absolutely. I want to hear anything, everything Pearl Jam. 608 Sports Cards, what is up? He went to Dave at Wrigley. I was kind of there. I was across the street listening from Goose Island. Let's see. Us Tour, that show was brilliant. Let's see. Got that Kodak in the canister. John says, I'm so old that Mozart was our pregame hype song. Michael adds in the Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack. Let's see. Mark Hoyle's first concert, Leonard Skinner pre-airplane crash. There's John. Smuggler's Blues by Glenn Fry was Miami Vice. Dan saw Weezer open up for No Doubt. That probably would have been a good show that I would have. See, I'm like, I only want to go to concerts if I like the entire catalog, or if it's, I don't like stadium shows. Like, I don't like big stadium. I like outdoor concerts. And it's probably more so for the atmosphere, anything else than the music. Let's see. Mark says, thanks to my daughter, I know every One Direction and Ariana Grande song. George is a big Michael Bolton fan. My Michael Bolton softball cards have not sold on eBay. I thought they would be fast sellers. I've got a watcher on the Robin Yount, but the Michael Bolton cards not moving. This episode is going to be a long one today. Oh yeah, shoot. And I may have to speed up the dollar box because I've got to take a friend to the airport this morning. So Victor's first concert, Madonna. I should rename this concert talk. Let's see. Zach, I would agree with Zach's comment here. That may be the best story I've ever heard related to a concert. That's just a great story overall. That is yeah, and I gotta ask, Cooter, what was the car you were driving? If Frank Sinatra is impressed by your car and gives you tickets to a show, what kind of car were you driving? It was not. I'm pretty confident that he was not driving a 1989 Pontiac Sunbird. Let's see. Herman says, seems like a Friday chat. Yeah, it does. It does. It's all over the place. Dollar Box says, best show I saw was Beastie Boys and Shaq Fu. Oh, man, that's awesome. Phil is my father because my biological didn't bother. That's awesome. I would have loved to see Shaq in concert. That no doubt was at the amphitheater in Tinley. We've got some bots. We've got some sex bots in the chat. We're going to block that user. Let's see. The true question. What was neighbor Frank's first concert? Wrong answers only. I should ask. That's a good question. Ask Frank anything. Next time I see Frank, I'm going to ask him somehow, some way, I'm going to get our conversation. We're going to be talking about tomatoes in my garden. Hey, Frank, what was your first concert? So I'm going to ask him that. Let's see. John says, pretty sure it was Mrs. Cooter that caught Sinatra's eye, not the car. The bots are here for Bowman U. All right. So awesome chat. Let's talk cards. So, I haven't even talked about I went to the South Bend Cubs game last night, and my goal was 25 autographs, and I got, I think, 22, which was pretty good. And I should have gotten more, but I was unprepared. I had a book with cards inside the book with Post-it notes for each player. And then, like, during the game, getting pulled out, the Post-it notes fell. And I'm like scrambling, trying to find, and I couldn't find them in time. So I could have got about 5 more, I think. So I could have hit it. So I got Walker Powell. He is a pitcher. He's not in the top 30 prospects. But I really wanted to get his autograph because I took this photo at spring training. Focus. So he loved this photo. I don't know if you can see it, but he signed that. It's just him, like, else with the back to the crowd. Love that one. Let's see. I'm going to save these. Interesting story about the next, or those that I'm going to show. I think I got 2 Owen Casey autographs. Okay. So Owen Casey signed a couple customs for me. I used the Rookies app for these. Let's see. Here's another Owen Casey. Bo, you did a nice job working through all that like Jeremy Lee. You should do that more often. It was fun. That was fun. I love that chat. That was a lot of fun. Owen Casey, Myrtle Beach Pelicans. Yesan Santana. I believe he came over from the Padres in the Yu Darvish trade. What was Naked HD's first concert you blocked before they had a chance to answer? Pablo Aliendo, he's a catcher, and he's been climbing the prospect rankings. Went from unranked into the top. He might be even in the top 25 in some prospecting publications. Jonathan Sierra, he was super cool, super nice guy. Signed this after the game. Jonathan, looks like he signed right over his crotch. DJ Hers, got this. This is the South Bend team set from this year. It was actually delivered around lunchtime. Daniel Palencia, he was actually last night's starting pitcher. Signed this after the game. He had a great showing. Went 4 2/3 innings. Shutout through 4 2/3 shutout ball. Man, he throws some heat. I don't know how many strikeouts he had, but he had a great game. Let's see. Another pitcher that I got after the game, Hunter Biggie. He came in relief. He did pretty well in relief last night. This is one that Pete Crow Armstrong, 2 triples in last night's game. Now his mom, Pete Crow Armstrong's mom, is Ashley Crow. You see there at the bottom. She was in the movie Little Big League. So I'm like, oh, Pete Crow's going to love this card. And so I'm like, hey, you think your mom would sign? And he totally no-sold it. He's like, I can't guarantee that. That was it. I'm like, oh, that was disappointing. I thought he'd like the card. This is I think this is probably my favorite looking autograph. This is on a 2022 First Bowman Mojo Refractor, Luis Verdugo. And I could have got a couple more Verdugo cards signed, but I couldn't find them. Riley Martin is actually in 2 team sets in 2022. He is on Myrtle Beach Pelicans and the South Bend Cubs, where he's currently pitching. And a third card, he loved this. He's like, oh, man, I've never seen that. And I'm like, well, it's a custom I made. He's like, I've never seen the picture. And I'm like, I took that at spring trading this year. So Riley, he's like, can you send me some? So I'll be sending a few of these cards to Riley Martin. And I hope Victor's still with us. Jordan Nuago, Victor, is a Michigan Wolverine alum. So he actually signed a bunch of cards for me, a team set, which he did not personalize the team set, which I find odd. He personalizes. Oh, interesting. So he didn't personalize the team set or my custom, but he personalized the Topps and Bowman cards, which I know he customizes, but it's interesting that he doesn't customize the customs. So a couple of First Bowmans and then a couple of Topps Pro debuts. But Victor, go blue, and I told him that. I had another custom, and he's in Michigan uniform, and I got the Cubs logo on the. But I asked Jordan, I said, can you make this one out to Victor? Because he's a big Michigan fan. So Victor, this one's coming to you. Jordan Nuagu in a Michigan Wolverines uniform. And I don't know. He did sign to Victor, Jordan Nuagu. So that one, my friend, is coming your way. I'm like, oh man, that's got to go in Victor's collection. So he signed it to Victor, and he's in a Michigan uniform. So thank you for all your support. I appreciate that. So that's coming your way. So a great game. South Bend Cubs won. Got some autographs. The way the Midwest League works now, they have long 6-game series. So I'll probably go back. I think they play through Sunday. So I went last night, and then I may go back Thursday or Friday night. It's Dax Fulton against DJ Hers, which are each of the teams among their top pitching prospects. So good matchup on Friday. So I may go to the South Bend Cubs Beloit Sky Carp game on Friday night. And I think Jose Salas made his Midwest League debut last night. Mark says they have the pitch clock. Yes, they do. They have a pitch clock. Jenny says, my neighbor won't care about my lawn. They moved all 5 of their junk cars into the backyard and put them right on the property line. Good times. 608, I pulled an orange Verdugo the other day. Oh, very nice. Okay, so we've got to get to the bargain box. It's 43 minutes in. So I picked up this bulk box for $60, $60. I don't know if these were, I had these cards on the side. I think these were on the quarter. Oh yeah, these were quarter cards. Okay, so I'm going to move this. This it's not even plugged in. I just like pretending like I'm talking into a microphone. So turn around. I'm going to move my camera. Let's see. We'll probably need to move the box. There you see my overflowing trash, my coffee cup. There you go. Oh, and you can even see. So this is what I bought. Oh, you see my Coors Light box in the background. What do I do at night? It's after hours with Coors Light. So we dollar. So we got a quarter side, and the quarter side is completely full. So let's get up close. So I'm just going to do the dollar side, and then we'll do a little bit of, let's see, can I move this just so I have a better. So This was the dollar side, and I saw right off the bat, I saw some Bowman color, and I'm like, hey, not first, but let's move that up a little bit. So we got Cooper Kinney, Khalil Watson, first Bowman. This was in the dollar box, but I only paid $60 for this whole box. Michael Pittman Jr. We've got a Prism. Is this 20? That's last year's Prism. Jay Tuffle. Let's see. Keenan Allen, orange Prism. John sent Jenny a link for a Goodwill pallet in Minneapolis. Very nice. Javon Holland. We've got Kareem Hunt. Here's a Jamie Newman Prism Silver. So some first Bowman Chromes. Luke Waddell. Another first Bowman Khalil Watson. Another Waddell. Another. There was a lot of Bowman in here. And we followed each other on Instagram, Roberto Campos. And how about this? I'm like, oh, man, there's a Wander Franco rookie in a dollar box already. These probably sell for $3-4. Diego Cartaya, purple, number to 250. Yordan Alvarez, number to 150. Justin Fields, rookie. Got a Justin Herbert. Jason Dominguez, Mojo. Bobby Witt Jr. So I'm like, okay, these are there's a Mojo, and I don't think I have this Reggie Preciado. So got to set him on the side. Brady House, Yoelki Cespedes, Jake Berger. So we've got some Mojos here. Got a first Mojo, Brandon Valenzuela, a couple of them. Amador, Leon, Lamar Jackson Prism. So he saw. Oh, man, Cooter, you're the second person that said that. Dan was having the same issue. Brady Allen. Paul Goldschmidt, number to 250. Here's a relic, Jarrett Stidham. Trey Nixon. Elijah Mitchell. Zion Williamson. We got some old basketball. I think these might have been on the quarter side. This will actually, it's funny, but this will probably sell for $150 in my eBay store within a week. I'll get it listed. If there's enough basketball in here, I'll do a quick basketball update. How about this? Bobby Witt Jr. And I probably paid, what's the math on this? I'm going to do the math real quick. There's probably 1,000 cards, I think, in this box. I paid $60, so what's that? 6 cents a card? So, hey, 6 cents. Now, some of these, it's like, it's going to be hard to sell. But for the most part, hey, Bobby Witt Jr., we've got a Sepia Refractor, OG Anunoby Green, some of these. A lot of these cards are just going to go into my quarter box for this weekend. Like the basketball prisms, even if they're color, they'll be going in my quarter box. Like these, I probably will list in my eBay store because I can scan them, but the prisms I can't. This is pretty cool. Topps Black Gold Alonzo Mourning. Kevin Johnson, early Reggie Miller card. Oh, there's 2-for-1 deal with Reggie Lewis. So I think that's a Reggie Lewis rookie card. Is this a second-year Miller? I think so. So, and then some of these were thrown in. It's like, yeah. So that's sometimes when you buy bulk, you're going to get, and it's a good strategy for bulk sellers. Because you can do those bulk deals, and it kind of gives the illusion that you're there's another Mojo Cub. It gives the illusion, oh, there's a Freddie Freeman Sepia. Gives the illusion that there's more cards than what there is, because you see it's like, oh, a Bobby Witt Jr. first Bowman, and then you have, some Minute Bowl Stadium clubs, which the Minute Bowl Stadium Club probably sells faster than some of these Prism red, white, and blues. Here's another first Bowman Mojo, Gerard Encarnacion. Let's see. There was a ton of first Bowman Chromes, like new ones. And again, this was these were in the dollar. Lennon Sosa. He's not selling. I don't think he's playing as well as I thought he would. Nico Cavadas. He's somebody that's I know people are high on. Ranier Quintero. So another Cub. That was the cool part. I was able to add some Cubs that I did not have. So a lot of first Bowman. You see, oh, no wonder Bo bought this box. Let's see. On the computer now, not so blurry, more the light reflection. Okay. Yeah, I was totally unprepared this morning. So a lot of first Bowmans. I'm just going to do the dollar side. The quarter side is pretty much a lot of the same, but here's Jordan Poole Green. A lot of the quarter side is more first Bowman papers. Oh, man, if only I would have had this Evan McPherson about 3 months ago. Those were selling for about $20. Steven Strasburg rookie card. More first Bowmans. No wonder he bought the box. Look at all the Bowman. Ton of first Bowmans. Jackson Churio. He's one of the big guns in as a first Bowman. Now, I would not personally, unless it's a big name like Ellie De La Cruz, Bobby Witt Jr., players like that, I would not pay $1 for a paper first Bowman. Let's see. Leo's with us. What's up, Leo? Isaiah Jackson. So we've got some of these colors. But again, I only paid $60 for this whole box. About 6 cents a piece. Some of these cards are going to go in my quarter box. Many of them will go, like George Valera, that's a good buy. Dibs on any 66 short prints down to 5 as of last night. That's awesome. So here's some more. Trey Sweeney. That's a good buy out of this box. James Wood, Bowman Inception. Let's see. Oh, shoot. This is numbered to 15. Peyton Wilson. I don't know much about him, but this is numbered to 15. Tyler, I thought that was a jersey swatch in the bottom corner, but it's not. But it's numbered to 23. Oh, and I saw these cards. Somebody had a bunch of these last night because Casey Opitz plays for the Cubs, South Bend Cubs. That's numbered to 75. Nice. And that, yes, does go in the Cubs section, even though he's in college uniform. He was a Cubs draft pick. John says, I need some organ music. This is numbered to 50, Caleb Roberts. So those were some good pulls. More first Bowmans. More first Bowmans than I remember. Got Leonard Williams mosaic, Tanaka rookie, more first Bowmans. These are all 2022 first Bowmans, so I might just put these away. These are some older ones. Markel Fultz rated rookie, Josh Jackson. More first Bowmans. Yeah, I do need some music in the background. I won't bore you by looking into the other side. Actually, I'll pull just to show. Here's a number 299 pink. Got a Teddy Bridgewater rookie, Andrew Luck rookie, Gary Sheffield upper deck rookie, Biggio upper deck rookie, Kurt Schilling, Averson Arteaga first chrome. That's a good pull. Elijah Tatis ×2. Another Trey Sweeney. Hey, Jenny! Miguel Sano. Rookie card. Billy Hamilton. Yoenis Cespedes. Let's see. These are backwards. Looks like all of them. Gio Urshela. There, Cooter. Joey Bart. Optic rated rookie. Some more basketball. Iowa Hawkeye, Joe Wieskamp. Hey, there's Jenny, Domantas Sabonis. Let's see. Tracy says, nice autos. I'm heading to watch the Myrtle Beach Pelicans Friday night. Awesome. Jack Sowinski, who just got called up, and that's a chrome. Yeah, and last night was my first. Oh, there's a Max Muncy first Bowman. Last night was my first game. And hopefully get back again one more time this week. So that was on the dollar side. So there was enough in there to I was gonna pay like $100 for this. That's about 10 cents a card. These were on the quarter side, so some colored basketball, some rookies from Bowman, Nico Horner rookie, so put him on the Cubs pile. Randy Arozarena, another Nico, another Arozarena, Calvin Johnson, green. And this is like absolutely So let's see. Oh, some old basketball. And now we've got like the old basketball I'll actually put in my eBay store, and it moves faster than some of this new stuff, even if it's a parallel like that. So this is the quarter side. I'll dig through it more today, and I will tweet out if I find anything good on the quarter side. So let's put the camera back. Oh, too many wires back here. I need John's AV expertise. So now I've done it. Let's see. That's not very steady. Okay, so let's see. Leo says best part of show buys is no sales tax. I agree with that. Jenny's never had a drink. I've tried a sip at 21st. It was nasty. Frank has to have an organ. I bet Frank, I don't know. Joey Bart can't hit his weight, so he's back to AAA probably to stay. Oof. Well, that's no good. So that's the I don't know. Was it worth it? Would you have paid $60? And of course, you only saw the dollar side. But hey, if you're collecting Cubs, there was some good Cubs stuff. Actually, there was some just as good cards on the quarter box side than there was on the dollar side, like a Henry Mendez first chrome. Oh, there's a Verdugo. Add him to my Verdugo pile. So a ton of Bowman. Oh, and this was on the quarter box side. Jason Dominguez insert. Spencer Torkelson. And this was another Cub that I didn't have. Kevin Alcantara, Virtue Osic Vibrations. I can't say that word. So okay, so that's what I had. I've got to run, get another cup of coffee, and then I've got to take somebody to the airport. First was But the other day. Now his crotch is there a counselor in the stream. Your Hotels.com ads playing before the show paid for that box. I wish. I added a bunch of Verdugo. It's not moving for me. Let's see. Card Hobbyist is late. Good morning. Just wrapping up. So I hope you enjoyed the music talk this morning. That was fun. It was a lively chat, very active. I should go on StreamYard. I feel that when I'm on StreamYard, it feels like there's a wider audience. And even though we have lively chats on YouTube, it seems like some of the StreamYard chats are fun too. So that's what I had for today. What's going on today? I don't think really anything other than shipping and listing. That's kind of like the story of my life. So that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great Wednesday. Oh, it's trash day. I got to take the trash and the recycles out today, including that box of Coors Light down on the floor. So have a great Wednesday. Back at it tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Central for Hobby Evolution. We'll see you then.